Okay. Because of course we'll start. Obviously, we're starting with Bomber. Just checking to see if Winda and Shadow have any. Yeah, I know you do. Because again, it's the weekend. All right. Winda still has like 5. Okay. And let's see how many Shadow has. If he has any. No. Okay. Dang. Must not have been that good if he didn't get any. Oh, only 3 this time. Ooh boy. Seems like this one might be a short one then. Hard carrying the stream replay. The stream replays this time? Yeah. Well, gotta love it. Oh, actually using the Primite fusion? So you can only negate, what, nothing? It doesn't negate anything, because you don't have any normal monsters, and even if you did, it would be like level 1. Really? Typhon? Doesn't have any business going as hard as it does? Yeah. Really? Doing that just to impulse, and then negate the impulse. Did he really not have any plays after that? Was that really his only play? Ariana, well, again, it's Labyrinth, so of course they have a bunch of traps. I mean, again, it makes sense. They're Labyrinth, they have a bunch of traps. What's up with people playing Unending Nightmare all of a sudden? Really? Bro. You declared fusion against Blue Eyes. Are you serious? Blue Eyes don't even care about fusions that much. The only fusion they really care about is Tyrant. Well, at least, you know, Droving. Wait, why didn't he? Oh, it's only face up. Okay. It can only pop face ups, not face downs. Okay. I was about to say, why didn't he pop the drill beam? But yeah, it has to be face up. Oh my god, are you serious? Bro is like shotgunning it for no reason. Like, what? Hold on, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Couldn't he have just activated Big Welcome, Summon Lady, Bounce Lady, Resummon Lady, then activate D-Barrier to trigger Lady? Like, isn't that what he could have done? Like, sure, D-Barrier wasn't doing anything, but again, and he's, yeah, I was about to say, man, I was about to say, I don't like Labyrinth, and that made me, like, mad. I was about to call him an R word. I can't say that on Twitch. Yeah, I already saw. Yeah, so I didn't have any. But yeah, that was probably the dumbest Labyrinth player I've seen. He'll get just 3 cards? Yeah. Yeah, just 3. But hey, you got Magia. a triple negate plus graveyard negate and imperm into ultimate spirit. I think it's taking longer to put things into lab cord. Ah, mermails. I'm not in the lab cord anymore. Bro just seems to have every single hand combo imaginable. Well, that deals with Magi, I think. I mean, you at least get another Omni with Ultimate Spirit, but it's only on the field. Yep. I mean, you can negate that, right? Yeah. Non-targeting. So yeah, definitely have to negate that. I mean, you know, the Ultimate Spirit's getting destroyed anyway, so at least resummons the Spirit. Or regular Blue Eyes, okay. Just have... Okay, yeah, let's get the Maiden back out to resummon the freaking, reset the True Light. It's gonna be an SP moment. Nope, okay, just Dragite. I'm guessing he's only running that for the chance that he hits Nibiru. Because again, like, why would you even activate that if you don't have any rocks in your deck? Unless you have, like, Nibiru. Yep, and he took it. Took the bait. I guess. That's Tyrant. Can't do anything right now? Really? Not like he had much of a choice there. I mean, yeah, but still. And he surrenders. And then, oops, against Centurion. Ooh, this is definitely a hand. It's only if you feel bad, yeah. Ah, Synchron. Synchron's with Centurion. Isn't Junk Signal the one that gives them protection? Activate one of these effects when activate in response to your Synchro monster's effect. Yeah, okay. I need to pick a copy of this card up IRL. No, like this. I'm talking about use protection for Speeder. So yeah, Junk Signal gets protection for Speeder. Yeah. It was unfortunate you had the Majesty set. Otherwise, yeah, he would have gone Speeder. Even if you know, even then, you had still had Drill Beam and Imperm. And cross out the Ash. He didn't have a level 4 Synchro, yeah. I mean, yeah, like, Synchrons normally don't have level 4 Synchros. They, funnily enough, have level 3s and 2s, but not level 4. It goes 2, then 3, they skip 4, and then it's like 5, 6, and 7, so on and so forth. They pretty much run every level except for 4 and 9, I want to say. They run every level except for 4 and 9. And obviously level 1. You can't have a level 1 synchro. Is she playing solitaire? Yeah. I mean, technically you can, you know, if you reduce their level. I'm talking about a natural level 1 synchro. Like a synchro monster whose original level is 1. Or Sardix have it? Really? Is it actually level 1, or is it something that says this card's level is treated as 1? An extra 5k damage. And yep, that's the game. Ultimate Spirit into Crimson Dragon into either Cipher or Blazar. Probably Blazar for the animation. Yep. That's level 1, not mistaken. That's made subtracting 7 and negative. What? That sounds like some Dark Tuner type stuff from 5Ds, from the 5Ds anime. That's what that sounds like. Or Dark Synchro. That's what that sounds like. Final Fantasy VIII. Nah, that sounds like the stuff from the Dark Synchros during the Earthbound Immortal arc of 5Ds. I'll check it out later. Yeah, see you on Wednesday, Bomber. Add back the Raigeki. Nib, okay. Contribute the token, continue playing. I know he's upset about that. White Force going second is a Dogmatica combo with Ecclesia. Oh, here comes the Albazoa, I'm assuming. Yep. Dang, he's on Sky Strikers. Sent access code, SP, Azalea. Really? Sending one of his Kagaris. He really sent one of his Kagaris to the grave. Obviously, he didn't send any of his zeros, but you know. I'm surprised he didn't even send Shizuku, or whatever her name is. Pop, don't let him make a Link 1. And then return it. And he already normal summoned. He left because he couldn't get the nib out? Yeah. Yeah, he had no out to the nib. Or he couldn't get rid of his nib. Because of course, Sky Strikers need to have no monsters in their main monster zone. And he surrenders because you're shuffling back too much on all your important stuff. Okay, there's you, Bell. And Wind is on Endymion. just the dogmatic is stuff to do it again. Yeah, just rip more cards out of their extra deck. Because then I feel like at that point they'd be forced to, you know, start milling more of their Kagaris and Zeros at that point. Huh. Adding Endymion's Lab. Okay. You messed up. Did you mean to search Endymion's Lab? Were you trying to get Citadel? But hey, at least both of their negates are alive. Could have a free counter, yeah. Oh, you wanted Lab? Okay. Alright, Phantom. Force out the Phantom already. Perfect. That's good. Garuda forced out the Phantom. And now you can negate the, freaking, what's it called? The continuous spell. Nightmare Pain. Yeah, you can negate that. But he's holding off on it. I guess he knows Endymion will probably negate. Yeah, he knows. He knows Endymion would just negate it. Into a bow. He just does nothing from there. Yeah. And then this summons a level 7 or higher. And then, yep, bounce. And then you Bell force to tribute it. You pretty much just pop Nightmare Pain and then negate you Bell and you're good to go. Like, honestly, you could just bounce it. You could just bounce the Yubel. You don't even need to pop it, to be honest. Was counting to see if you had enough for both. Yeah. And that's the scoop. Out the Yubel and Nightmare Pain, then yeah, that's usually about how it goes. And now against Blue. That was a Master 1 player? Ah. I mean, even still, like, Yubel is still pretty restricted, you know. 1 Phantom, 1 Nightmare Pain, like 1 Spirit, I think, as well. Yeah, it's a Jaeger? Okay. You guys from Master Rank as well? Cool. I feel like maybe he could have started with Master Cerberus, but, you know. And he has Ghost Ogre, yeah. Yeah, I feel like he could have started with Master Cerberus to maybe bait the Ogre. Well, it's unfortunate he can't summon, so he has Impulse. Well, again, you know, hard to know that, you know. Purge? What, he has Purge? Yeah, okay. This is Beyond, I'm guessing. Yeah. Beyond Git and Endymion. Okay, so for now it's just Endymion with the negate, but again, as long as you get like some more spell counters, that'll trigger Magister at least. I'm guessing you'd probably negate either Wishes or the field spell. Okay, not the field spell, so probably Wishes. Endymion held back the Maiden in hand. There's Jet. Wait, let me get this straight. So he goes to battle and doesn't even attack over Endymion? Like, what? Okay, Reflection, bounce. Force out the old... Oh, Light Storm. Not at all. What? You wanted to counter too? Yeah. Like, again, like, why didn't he attack Endymion? Like, was he unable to attack or something? Did I miss something? Oh, maybe it was Spirit? Ah, okay, yeah. It was probably from Spirit. Can attack and its effects are negated. He was holding on to a Veiler. Well, Reflection will bounce the Jet, if need be. Yep. Bounce, reactivate, and battle. And that's game. You baited everything, first time in a while. You don't get angry by going against this? Yeah. Because you had pretty much everything to bait and still follow up. Because he had Purge, like Purge and everything. Purge, Veiler, Ogre, I think. Yeah. Unless that was the last duel and I'm just that bad at remembering. What is this thing? Dystopia the Despondent. Okay. Vegas Gangster was wild. Alright. Centurion. Excuse me. Can add now with Auxilla. What? Huh? Why? Bro probably misread Crimson Dragon's effect. He probably thought Crimson Dragon could target any level 12. Probably didn't read that it could only target Synchros. But he messed up by not making Auxilla. That has to be it. He had to think Crimson Dragon could target any level 12. That has to be the only explanation for why he made Crimson Dragon. Instead of Auxilla. I mean, there's Legacia, and now Crimson Dragon can't tag into Blazar now. or can't even tag into anything. Can't tag into Blazar nor Supernova. Use Droplet with toggle on and turn play party? Yeah. Okay. Sending Lacrima and Desiree. Doesn't? No, okay. Right, he was extra deck locked there? Yeah. Not activating Primera. A try can be treated as a non-tuner, I think. Yeah. Legatia again. Okay. Doesn't destroy the monster with the highest attack mandatorily? So, you know, Albazoa will be unaffected. Yeah. Because, yeah. Because it had to be the monster with the highest attack, and since Albazoa has the highest attack, it had to be targeted, or it had to be chosen, but again, it's unaffected from extra deck monsters, with the exception of Lynx. Or not Lynx, but Pendulums. Yeah, he knew he had to get rid of Albazoa. Especially with the, you know, milling his extra deck every turn. Okay, Ogreing Omega. Interesting choice. Thrust out the Omega here. You wanted that? You mean the Ogre? And then, of course, Valor, just hand trap central. Yeah, I know Omega recycles. Still can't find my IRL copy. I had one, I just don't know where it is. And I don't really want to have to buy another. Curse of Diabel, add another spell. Baron. Pop the 5k attack monster. And negate. Into Chaos Angel. That's light and dark, right? Yep, light and dark. And that's game. Nice. One more from Linda, then we can watch some from Jaeger. more intense at that moment. And then there you go, starting off with Azamina on your field. Activating Fulos. Oh yeah, just Albazoa instead. Only reason to save this game? Yeah. And mill his extra deck. Oh, I thought one of those was Entis. I was about to say. Oh, it's a mirror match. And of course, he has to get rid of it. You pretty much force a disruption on the card that the game gave you for free. Yeah, ineffective. I gotta check, was this a light and dark Chaos Angel? I think it is. No, it's all light. Yeah, all light, no light and dark. So it can be destroyed by battle, so again, Albazoa just has to attack over it. And he surrenders at that point, because yeah. He was basically dead, and his name was just someone. And then we'll wrap it up with a few from Jaeger. Okay, exactly 3. Lunalight versus 2 against Canine Vanquishal, and then Dark Magician. That shows you don't shotgun a Fulos because yes, yeah. That's usually like when I'm running those hand traps, that's why I usually like to wait until I can guarantee a draw off of it, you know? Either I guarantee a draw, or, you know, my opponent discards a card to negate it. Like Ash or something. I mean, obviously I'm at risk of talent at that point, but, you know. And again, Lunalight is a deck that doesn't care about Max C because your goal is just to get under Max C, your goal is just to get a Liger Dancer out as fast as possible. And once you get Liger Dancer out there, it's pretty damn hard to out. And he's going in with the turn 0 plays. He wants to burn? Okay. I guess because he knows you're playing Lunalight. I guess because he knows it's this Lunalight, his best bet is to burn you to death. And I guess he knows that. So now he has a non-target pop. Okay, bro is like just not winning. He's shotgunning the effects. Like, did you even activate the effective? Yeah, I don't even think you activated this, right? Like, you just placed it face up. He didn't even wait for it to activate. Which means if you get your hands on it again, you know, you can just activate it again. That happens when you shotgun effects and don't wait for their, you know, you don't wait for them to activate the effect, you just shotgunned it, and now that can potentially, you know, backfire on them. Okay, Liger Dancer number 1. And here comes Liger Dancer number 2. And he's basically lost at this point. Oh. And then, like, during their turn, you could just send, like, a Saber Dancer or something. Like, there are very few cards that can out Liger Dancer. Like, one of the, you know, most prominent ones that can... One of the most prominent ones that can out the Liger Dancer is Daruma. As long as, you know, you have a monster on your field that wasn't special summoned. Don't tell me he's gonna try to... Okay, I was about to say. So long as they have a monster on the field that wasn't special summoned, you know, Daruma can out the Liger Dancers, because if all your monsters were special summoned and he activates Daruma, you can just chain Liger Dancer, and then no cards get flipped face down, and then therefore the Ligers don't go to the grave. All those cards in hand. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, he gains 500. So that's pretty much his only out, is to have his attack be large enough. Yeah. So funnily enough, Liger can out Daruma if, you know, the opponent's monsters are all special summoned. But if the opponent has any monsters that weren't special summoned, or, you know, have monsters that are indestructible, then that's how you deal with the Ligers. So pretty much summon an indestructible monster, or have a monster that wasn't special summoned. Bro is really waiting. Now this SP is on, can't be destroyed, but it's fine because it doesn't matter. Didn't activate Missile Hound was didn't activate like Hound was useless. Yeah, I figured. And he banishes his own Ripper. And then yeah, pop the Ripper. What'd you send? Panther Dancer and Saber Dancer. Okay. And then the Ashes, because yeah. Albazo also forces the opponent. I mean, yeah. Send the required materials to the great. I don't think Albazoa forces them, so long as you keep the Liger Dancers in the extra deck. You know, you can send like a Saber Dancer, Panther Dancer, and whatnot that you don't need. Heck, you can essentially mill one of your Leo Dancers for free. Very nice, that's a surrender. But even then, I do say Albazoa. If you can get to Albazoa, it is definitely like one of the outs. Because, funnily enough, Liger Dancer doesn't have an answer for Albazoa, funnily enough. Since, you know, Albazoa is 4K attack, and it's unaffected from extra deck monsters. So yeah, technically Albazoa can out the Liger Dancer. So long as you force out their Silver Hound. Another one under Max C. But hey, Thrust is live. Not that I think it'll really matter much here. Yep. If it wasn't for the different cards in hand, I would have assumed this is the exact same duel. Just due to how it's playing out. Yeah, his name. Is he gonna pop the Kaleido chick? Pop. Why the Perfume Dancer? And he just made Liger Dancer easy to summon. Oh yeah, now it's not. Now it's like because they have bodies on the field. Right. You can add to hand since he had bodies on the field now. Chick name change doesn't show up? Yeah. It only shows up if you highlight over it. The chick name change doesn't show up unless you highlight over the card like this. And then it'll appear, you know, on the left. Where it shows like the card's info. Okay, and again, just don't activate. That's a lot of attack. Okay, 900 during, okay. That might be a way they can, you know, out it, since all K9 monsters gain 900 attack. If he summons, you know, okay, he just gives up, I guess. Maybe like what, Hound or something? Oh, he timed out? How the hell did he time out? He like barely did anything. Was he just taking too long to think? Like, could he have? Okay, yeah, I don't think he could have outed the Liger Dancers even with the 900 attack boost. Cause this would have been 34. This would have been 34, and all you had to do was just not activate. Yeah. All you have to do is just not activate your Liger Dancers, and it doesn't gain the attack. Aside from that, yeah, he has no out. Okay, but if he summoned this one, yeah, if he summoned Werewolf, he lost time on your turn, yeah. Werewolf would have been his only out, but again, you had double field wipe at that point. If Werewolf could somehow survive double field wipe, then he could take out one Liger Dancer, but not the other. And then we're upping up against Dark Magician with a dead Fuelos. Maxi, all three duels. Yeah, yeah. Maxi is at one. They'll barely draw it. Bullshit. Again, ever since Maxi went to 1, they just increased the chances of you opening it. Like, I swear. People still open Maxi just as much as it was at 2, or even 3 for that matter. And then he draws himself. Okay. Well, okay, that makes that easier. Legendary guy that tributes itself with specials from deck. Choose an opponent's monster, neither player can activate it. Back. Okay, kinda, yeah. Since it affects the player and not the card. Well, that's only 1. If you have double Liger Dancer, then, you know. Yeah, that's only 1 Liger Dancer. If they have 2, then that's not going to really be doing much. I mean, he gets his Shining Sark, but again, you can just destroy whatever he special summons. Doesn't that trigger him? Yeah, he gets destroyed, he just triggers. And now he has Gaze of Timaeus. I guess you didn't want him getting, you know, that card, but again, yeah, it didn't matter because he triggers when destroyed anyway. But again, how does he out the Liger? I don't think he can. Ah, okay, and now we're just doing Dragoon stuff. Dispel... Oh, Prohibition, you mean? Is that what you're talking about? Spell that declares a name? I mean, again, Lunalights usually have a Silver Hound and Gray for that. connected. Okay. Huh. But you could have at least battled over there. Oh, never mind. Kind of forgot about freaking Perfume Dancer's effect to reduce, but again, that's how you out Liger Dancer in the mirror match. Just simply reduce it. Or, you know, you could either freaking Perfume Dancer reduce it, or you could use Crimson Fox, which no one uses in Lunar Lights anymore, to just set its attack to 0. Oh, that's bullying. Very nice. Didn't even use Liger Dancer to finish him off. Very nice. But yeah, that's it for viewer replays, and surprisingly, that actually took up more time than I thought. Not that I'm complaining, you know. But yeah, appreciate all of you who had replays. It'll be the same routine for Wednesday onwards, at least until Stories 3. So hope you all enjoy your day, and I will see you all back here on Wednesday. Peace.